April 30th. It's 60 degrees in my house, and I'm gonna relight the boiler. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Tony, this is TC's Outdoors, and if this is your first time here, I heat with an outdoor wood boiler, and I produce firewood, and we're gonna do both of those things today. We've got a frost advisory tonight, so kind of crazy. The beginning of April was more like May, and it looks like May is going to switch around and be more like April. We should have 70-degree temperatures, not 40, but we've got like 50 for a high today, 36 for a low, but they're talking maybe lower with a frost. So and then Friday looks like another frost advisory. Either way, we're gonna light the boiler. My secondary heat source is a heat pump, which is electric, and electric rates are crazy, and I have wood left, and that's already paid for, so we're gonna use that. First, I figured we're just gonna do a quick clean out, nothing major, not like the end of season. That's what I thought we'd be doing. I thought this would be like the end of season clean out, because we've been through this before. So I'm going to clean out the heat exchangers, shovel out the bottom, shovel out the chimney clean out, and then we'll regroup. All right, so the boiler's clean as it needs to be anyways. Like I said, that's a Cliff Notes version, nothing too extensive. I didn't do anything in the firebox. It's still full of ash because I'm just going to light another fire in there, so it doesn't really make sense to clean that out. That ash helps insulate the coal bed once we get a fire going, and it'll help maintain the coal bed, so I'm going to leave it in there. But we got to split down some kindling. So in the pile, I've already got some small stuff, so I'm going to use some of that. There's a turkey. Holy smokes. Just a lonely old hen cruising through, coming to check out the chickens. That's pretty neat. Hopefully you guys can see her. So I've caught some flack in the past for using the weed burner to start the fire, but it's easy, it's accessible. It was already had a propane tank sitting on it because I was burning weeds in the garden the other day, so that's what we're gonna use. First thing, actually, I'm going to hit the ignition air button. So now we light the fire. Nothing to it. Super easy. You're melting. Don't melt on me. So just like that, we've got fire, and that's why I use weed burner. You could screw around out here with a torch, a little torch, or some paper, or whatever you choose. Whatever you choose. You light your fire how you light your fire. I'm going to light my fire with a weed burner because it's like that fast. The things you do for a good shot. Melt your damn camera. You know what that is? It's not creosote. That's the foam off of the microphone cover. Apparently it got a little too warm. Alright, so the fire is 700. It's been about 10 minutes probably. And we're burning that little bit of wood down. You want to take a look? So, we're going to throw some more in. The water's 71, so it's got a long way to go. About 120 degrees, so it's going to take some wood to get back up to temperature. So, like I mentioned, we got a boatload of rain, but it's actually not too bad out here this morning, so it's a little muddy. I won't be getting the tractor out, but I'll at least be able to get those totes filled up and maybe drag another empty one over there. I don't want to promise you too much, but first, it looks like the ladies are happy to see me. I think they're wanting their scratch, so let's do that quick. And then, you know, the mealworms. We're just gonna give them all of those. All right, so the chickens are happy, and like I mentioned earlier, we got rain. It's pretty muddy out here today. I don't think I'm gonna get the tractor out, but I'm going to get this basket full, that basket full. I still could drag over, there's some empties over behind the splitter there. I can drag one of those over and probably fill it. We'll see how it goes, but I really wanna get a pretty good dent in this pile, keep working away at it so I can get it taken care of and move on to the next thing to do. So let's get the splitter fired up, and we're gonna make some firewood. Here we go. So unfortunately, I think we are done splitting for today, or at least this part of the day. Maybe if the sun comes out pretty steady for a little while, it'll get this dried up enough out here that I can bring the tractor out and get these two moved out of my way, get some more split up. But for the time being, we're done. Put a good dent in the pile, or continued the dent in the pile, however you look at that. The All Wood Birch vertical. Make short work of the big rounds, the little rounds, all of them. You guys saw I can stage a ton over there. Split a bunch, go get more. Split a bunch. It works out pretty good. Obviously, it would be better if I was next to the pile, but it doesn't work out like that. It's just not the way it is. So either way, we've got a pretty good stack here, and this is all of the punky stuff that'll just be for my own personal use. And this stuff, honestly, it's surprising me, some of that maple. The smaller diameter stuff is actually in really good shape still, and I don't understand that necessarily, but I'm not a wood expert. All I know is I like to split it and burn it. So that's the extent of my wood knowledge. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I hope to see you guys in the next one, and take care, guys. We'll see you.